hearts will rally for the cause. We're a force of nature, breaking free from the boards. Hand in hand we charge, neath the electric skies. This is our moment, filled with power rise. So here I come, let it run. Together break down every door. It's a fire we ignite, we'll take the stage tonight. Rising up like thunder, bringing dreams into the light. Together we stand strong, with our hearts in the fight. This is our anthem, united we take flight. So raise your voice, let it roar. Together break down every door. Breathing echoes of our laughter, hear the power grow. With every step we take, let the whole world know. We can bring them in our thoughts, the heartbeat of the night. With our dreams intertwined, we keep the vision bright. So let's ignite, light the flame. Together we rise, we're all the same. So raise your hands, reach for the stars. Together we'll shine, no matter how far. With courage in our souls, we'll rise from the ground. And in the spirit of the crowd, we're unstoppable, profound. Our heavens are home, it's just the will to be. Together we'll conquer with a team, you'll say. So shout it out, let your spirit go on. With the heart of this movement, the fearless and the style. With passion fueling fire, and come through the light. Let the world feel our energy as we soar to new heights. So raise your voice, light the flame. Together raise our own
BigEGests_XO, follow your channel.
with balance and rhythm, we push through the fight. Our unity strong, shining bright in the night. Hear the moment with passion we cry. Together we're making our dreams alive. So raise your hands, reach for the stars. Together we shine, no matter how far. With the courage in our souls, we'll rise from the ground. And in the spirit of the crowd, we're unstoppable,
All
we're
five
bound.
cities,
Our
follow your
home is
channel.
just the will to be. Together we'll conquer with a team, you'll say. Shout it out. We cross the mountain into freedom. With the voices of a generation ready to roll. Together we're strong and unstoppable crew. In the heart of the fire, we'll see it stay through.
What's good, chat? Happy Saturday. For those that don't know who I am, my name is BigEMercer. I'm a variety streamer where the main goal of any stream, what's going on, Psycho? How we doing? Is just send the good vibes all that appear. And welcome to the debut episode of my podcast, Real Talk with BigEMercer, where you get the real deal. No BS, no sugarcoat, all real, all from the heart. And it's time to step inside the mind of me, Big E, and my guests. And today, man, we are kicking off my main series of the podcast, the Streamer Series, where I get streamers together and we sit and talk about our journeys. And I got two special guests that are with me tonight for the debut. And I'm about to get them on, and we are gonna just chat, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So first things first, let's get them on, and let's get going here. All right, I'm sure you guys know these gentlemen here, but if you guys don't, gentlemen, how about you introduce yourselves?
What up, you guys? It's Chu here.
What up?
You guys, how we all doing tonight? Just,
I'm Vidi. I think pretty much all of you know me.
I think
If
everybody
not,
knows me too.
hi.
If you don't, What up, Squid?
Squid.
Psycho?
Oh man, but yeah, you guys, I
OG
appreciate you
bud?
guys taking your time out of your day to be here for the debut episode
Of
course.
course, of course.
for the streamer series, and I appreciate Vidi as well for helping out getting the little, you know, flyer made for us for this. So I appreciate you, Vidi, for that.
Yeah, more than happy to help, bro.
But more importantly, how are you guys feeling tonight?
Feeling great.
Feeling great, brother.
Hey, I love to hear that.
Happy to be here. Excited to get this going.
I am
Heck
too.
yeah.
Many start to a beautiful journey. You know, I always wanted to do this since once I started streaming, and I think now is the perfect time to do it. I know I got to know a lot of you guys, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But with further ado, you guys ready to talk about your journeys with me and chat?
Yeah.
As all
Ready.
questions and answers will be made into clips where I will be posting on them on TikTok and YouTube. Plus, the whole VOD will be on YouTube as well. So, with further ado, also today, episode 1 is the only episode where you'll get my story as well. So, I'll be answering these questions with Chu and Vidi during the stream. So, with further ado, if you guys are ready, let's begin. All right, gentlemen. I did send you guys all the questions that we have for today. So, first things first, what got you guys into streaming?
Who's going
Let Chewy
first?
go first. Chewy, go first.
Honestly, I didn't at first. I um I ended up getting a PS4 and a mic, and I didn't even know what Twitch was. And one day, it said broadcast to Twitch. I looked it up. I signed up. You know, I did a little research there and here and there. But for the first couple months, I was just vibing on Twitch, doing my thing. But it felt great being able to engage with people while playing some of my favorite games. It just came hand in hand. I was addicted since then.
All right. Vidi?
Kind of what same thing. I used to be big into games, and I took a break from I didn't even have a console for years and years. And then I switched jobs, and I had a little bit extra money, and I asked Sammy. I was like, "Hey, could I build a gaming PC?" Because it was either buy another console or build a PC, which I knew you can always upgrade. You can always build up on it. So I decided to do that and built a PC, and then I wasn't even planning on streaming. I honestly, like Chu said, just decided to do a couple streams and then realized that I was meeting cool people and that I had more people to play games with and more people to talk with and stuff like that. And it just kind of turned into, that, it wasn't even really intentional. I never wanted to come on and get a bunch of followers or do anything like that. I just kind of was looking for more people to play games with and stuff. And, I'm happy I did.
Yeah.
What about you, Big E? What's your story?
Oh, man. Well, first things first, I wanted to build a community of trust and people being themselves. I watch a lot of streamers, even before I started streaming. You know, I followed a lot of streamers, content creators on YouTube. I've always been around like Twitch and YouTube. Pretty much since I knew what it was. And the biggest thing that caught my eye was how their communities were. That's the first thing that caught my eye was how the streamer and and their community was together. And I knew I always wanted that. I wanted that type of bond with people. I want to build a community to where people can come in to be themselves, and I know that they have someone to come to that'll do his best to make their day better. I like making people happy, smile, laugh, goofy vibes. You guys know. We bring the vibes here. I just want to be that person that can be a distraction for someone as well. That is maybe dealing with something heavy in their life. That's my big thing. Is I want to be that distraction for someone. Whatever they may be dealing with personally. Hopefully, if they see me go live, they can come in here and they can forget about it for a little bit. But that's pretty much why I became a streamer. You know, I've always been a gamer as well, so figured why not.
I like that. A lot of people do watch, people stream just for kind of like an outlet and get away from like IRL stuff. So that's good
sure.
that's your focus.
It's a big outlet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So next question is, how long have you guys been streaming for?
So I've been streaming about almost going on 3 years. Probably February
Hydrate.
4th. February
I've been
4th
on
of this
4.
year it would be 3.
I think 4 for me.
All right.
Yeah, I think you're a year ahead of me, Biddy.
Yeah, I think I'm 1 year ahead of you, barely though.
So I've been streaming for about 2 years now. Really heavy into the streaming part. I did a little bit in 2023 just to dive my feet in, but maybe a month or two, and then I pretty much was like, maybe this isn't for me. So then, going into 2024, I was like, maybe I want to try this again. I tried the YouTube streaming, and I was like, maybe I should just try Twitch. And then it went from there. So pretty much 2024 to now, I've really put my effort into this. Stay hydrated, like Chu says to me. Love it. All right. So now something I really want to know is, what is the origin of your guys' streamer names? Like, what made you choose your name?
Okay, this is a funny one. All right. It stems from my real name.
Okay.
Everybody used to call me Matthew, and I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely hated it. And then, to piss me off even more, they started calling me Matthew. And Chewy. Chewy stuck for a while, and I just had enough of that. So, I'm like, just call me Chew. All right? Just call me Chew. And the last part of my name, it's 204. I couldn't use the 0. It was taken on Twitch, unfortunately. But that's basically how my name has been, and it's always been like that since day one.
Isn't 204 the area code?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my area code.
Gotcha. All right, now we gotta know what Viddy's.
Yeah, well, I used to have a different streamer name. Anybody who was around back then knows what that was. But yeah, so I don't know. I just scream yo a lot, and I just thought that was cool when we were doing the rebrand. But yeah, my original streamer name, and because my first name begins with a P, and my first 4 letters of my last name are Viddy. My streamer name used to be P Viddy, but clearly that didn't age well, and so I was more than happy to change that. But hey, here we are.
Nice.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy here. So how I got my name was, BigE has always been my nickname growing up. I've always been like a bigger guy. They always say that I have like the football build, like a lineman type deal. So I always had the nickname BigE. So I'm like, you know what, it sticks. My dad is a musician in my area, and that's where I got the nickname from. Was all of his bandmates used to call me BigE. Every time they saw me, like, "How's it going, BigE? How are you doing? How you feeling?" And I'm like, I like that. Now for Mercer, it's kind of close to my actual last name, but it comes from a made-up name for whenever I was creating characters in video games. So like wrestling games, Madden, any games that I had to make a character, the last name was always going to be Mercer. So I just put it together. It really came to effect during the wrestling games. Back when I used to play with one of my really good buddies, we always create characters every year, and we always have our nicknames, our stage names, our wrestling names, and it stuck. That's the origin of BigEMercer.
Oh, jeez.
Now, if those that have never seen your guys' streams, how would you describe your stream to someone who's never seen it?
Well, as you guys know, most of you guys know, I do a lot of horror.
Mm-hmm.
So people love to see me almost crap my pants, have a laugh, engage with chat. It's always a good time over in my streams. I try to keep it, 100, and it's always a good time. Whenever I get jump scared, it's a jump scare.
That's what I was gonna say. We love jump scaring you in your streams, bro.
They are great.
Yep.
Sometimes I've come close to mini heart attacks. I'm not gonna lie, but but yeah. Right now, I'm gonna be branching out into some newer games, but I love my RPGs. You know what I mean? So, but RPGs, MMOs, all that stuff. So I will be getting back in this.
You still not get into that Expedition 33, my friend.
Yeah, I gotta finish it.
It's so good.
So much more to come in 2026.
Oh, for sure. Vidi?
People would probably, I don't know, if somebody who doesn't know me would probably just say like it's loud and obnoxious. But I don't know. I play like a lot of the same games. I play just like Farlight mainly now. Shooters. I need to like Chu says, branch out and get back to playing some variety and stuff like that. But I'd like to think it's, a chill place where people can just come in and have a laugh. People are always joking in the chat and stuff. It's always a pretty lighthearted vibe. So that's what I like the most about it.
For me, I would always say, like in the beginning of the stream, no matter what we end up doing in any stream we play or we do, any games or just chatting, whatever it may be, we're just here for the good vibes. Whether it's the music that we play in the background, the conversation we talk about, or the games. You'll never know what we do, but the vibes are always there. So that's mainly what all these streams are that I do. And we're just here to bring the good vibes.
It's always a chill vibe in your stream, man. Always got the good music playing too.
Oh yeah.
Always.
I actually have something later on that it stuck to me, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. Now, I do want to ask you guys: have you always wanted to become a streamer / content creator, and what finally made you decide to do it?
I didn't. I think I kind of just jumped right into it, and then, like I said before, I kind of built the PC and started streaming little by little, and then realized that I have kind of a passion for it now, and I think that's like developed over time. I think at first I was still posting clips and stuff when I first started streaming, but now I'm like more to where I'm like I think about it more. I think about it like strategically, what kind of clips, just to get new people into the chat and engage and stuff like that. But never thought or never wanted to even, but that's changed,
Okay.
Again, yeah, no, I never intended to become well, I am a streamer now, but I got into content creation later. I got up to my 1,000 followers on TikTok and all that, and I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I went out there and reached out and learned how to use the programs and all that stuff, and reach that goal. And yeah, there is no fears. There is no fears there. Learning is always a curve to streaming. You'll never not run out of things to learn ever when it comes to streaming.
That's
You'll
one
never
thing.
stop.
That's one thing I've noticed is that even doing this for as long as I'm sure we all have done it, we're still learning. There's always something we're learning, and I think that's what I love about streaming is that you're always adapting. You're always learning about something new. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to sit down and play video games, create an audience, even before why I became a streamer. It's always something that's been in my mind, but you're talking to someone that was always scared to just get in front of a class when I was in school because of the nerves. Like I was not the people person. Like I always like froze during speeches and all that. But I think this is overcoming those nerves. I'm streaming in front of all you guys all over the world. So yeah, I've always wanted to do this, and I think what really made me decide to do it is just to overcome those fears of the nerves and get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, that's one thing. I've had like really bad social anxiety
Mhm.
before I started streaming, and
Yes.
that's why I didn't know that's why I didn't really kind of plan on doing anything with it. It's kind of
Diddy,
just
how
more of a
quiet,
statement.
how quiet of a person was I when you first met me?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
Like,
same. It's
I,
like helped all of us. Even Flower. Remember Flower when we first met her?
oh, I was just as bad as Flower.
So now we've all kind of came out of our
Kind
shell
of,
and we're more yeah.
blossomed a little bit. It helps us with our mental everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely does.
What fears or doubt did you guys have before streaming? Are those fears or and doubts still there? And how do you overcome those fears?
I think just like I said with having social anxiety and just like I don't know, this kind of forces you to kind of like talk to people and branch out and stuff. And I think it's easier because you're not like face to face with somebody. You're on a camera. It's like kind of like a one-way thing. But at the end of the day, like I would have never been on like Discord voice calls and stuff and video calls, just like chilling playing games with a bunch of people and stuff. And now I do that all the time. It's like me and Chu are always chilling on a video call or voice call playing games. We're always like
Yep.
doing meetings and stuff for the Discord.
Mm.
I'd say just if you want to face your fears, just do it.
Yep.
It's like just do it. You want to do something, do it. You can. Nothing's
Facts.
stopping you. So
Chew, you
Yeah,
want to head on to it?
basically what Vinny said, just jump in and do it. If you, um, things will get easier as you go along. It's just jump in and do it. Once you're facing your fears, it's just one comes after another, after another. It's just one. It just falls into place, and I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I'm on this podcast right now, and it's one of my first podcasts that I've ever been on. You know,
W
so
Chu.
And as you said earlier, as we were talking off screen, you're also getting out of your comfort zone for a podcast, with it being your first
yeah,
one. I'm the same way though, because I've always wanted to do a podcast, but again, the fear of doing it, the fear of sitting down with people and chatting and whatnot. But the fears of mine is
I'm
never
here.
fitting in. Is never fitting in. Never feeling good enough for my viewers. I mean, to
I
this
think
day,
we've all been there to a
to this
point.
to this day,
I think we've all been there to a point.
I'm always feeling like, is there more I could have done? You know. Uh,
Yeah,
but what has really
it's
helped me
natural
out,
to. Yeah,
what has really helped me out overcome those fears is the amazing support from all you guys that always come in and vibe and whatnot. You know, people coming back and coming in, supporting. That has overcome those fears. It's like, all right, I am good enough for this. Oh,
yeah.
so the next,
I think people would be lying if they said that they didn't ever feel like that. Any streamer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And even big streamers have their moments where they're like, "Why am I doing this? Is it worth it?" But like the mindset that you have, dude, the mindset that we have to keep doing it. That's what That's
that's
what pushes you
exactly
to
it.
be better and pushes you to keep growing and do this, dude. Like, think about all the work. This was just like a thought, like what beginning of fall, like end of summer last year, you were thinking about putting all this together, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like you put a lot of time into this. It's like you got it all, the questions, the format and stuff. So you dreamed of something and you did it. And here we are
WBE.
today. First
factually,
episode, So WBE.
W guys. So when
Yep.
did streaming start to feel real to you?
Affiliate email.
Exactly.
Affiliate.
I think. Yeah. Because
For
then you could start putting a little bit of money aside, and then it's like you're not just streaming for nothing anymore. You can like, okay, you're in the point where you can start building a setup if you want to. You can add upgrades and stuff like that. So up until then, I was just pretty much doing it for fun, and then I was like, I got affiliate, and I was like, okay, now we could actually do something with it.
Yeah,
What about you,
exactly.
Biggie?
do you want to add on to that?
Chu?
Well, um, after affiliate,
Mhm. So after hitting affiliate, it felt real to you as well.
oh yeah, for sure. Like, hold up.
I felt that myself. So pretty much after joining my first stream team,
Once it felt real to me,
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
was hitting that first stream team and actually learning.
I almost wanted to have a party, bro. I almost wanted to have a party after I hit affiliate. I grinded pretty hard for that for a good 3 months,
Mhm.
and then and then on to bigger, better things,
Facts.
and then it just keeps going. More adventure, more fun,
Oh, for
more
sure.
learning.
It's always you're always looking for that email when you're like, I know I got it. I'm waiting for it, and it hits, and you're like, oh wow, okay, I actually did hit it. And you're thinking to yourself, it's like all the hard work and grind and dedication to putting it in for you to be like, okay, we made that first step.
What's next?
What's next exactly? Do you want to go higher? Do you want to go farther? What is your ultimate goal? And we'll talk about that later. So pretty much what mine it was, besides hitting affiliate, was joining my first stream team. What you guys were part of it, um, and then actually learning how to network with others and starting to connect with others. Once I started learning how to network, which is the main focus, is networking, which I did not know when I first started. I didn't know anything about networking. So after taking time off screen and talking to some people and learning how to network, I was like, wow, there is a lot more than just going live.
Exactly. Got to get to know people.
Oh yeah,
Got to get to.
I feel like you got to get to know the right people, the right community, the right people, to where they can really help you shine and grow.
Yeah, it's the ones that want to network as well. It's the ones that have the same
Mindset.
mindset as you. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're networking with a bunch of people who just like want to do it for a little bit, it's like you're not going to be able to really grow and stuff. It's like look at the family that we have now. It's like
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
it's a beautiful family, and I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Lady Graham?
Hey,
Hey,
Lady
So,
Lady
Graham.
what was the first moment that made you feel proud to be a streamer, minus hitting that affiliate?
Who's going first?
What's yours, Chu?
I'd say like hitting that 100, 300, 500 goal follower, or hitting that, first 50 people in your stream, or, 100 people in your stream, 150 people in your stream. That's like, that's mind blowing. That's like making you shake a little bit kind of thing. That's what, yeah, for sure. That's what made me feel.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Vidi.
I'd have to say the same. Same was that Fortnite event that we had back in the old Discord, and there was 118 people in there.
Yeah,
Just like,
my first event with Disney Speedstorm when I had like 168 people on my stream.
yeah, you just kind of think then that changes something in your mind, and you like realize that
It's
you
like
can, yeah.
For me, I would have to go with this one has stuck to me, and it was during my first milestone, my follower milestone stream when I hit 300 followers. Um, it was also my birthday week, so I did my birthday and my milestone celebration on the same night. We're just vibing, playing Pokemon Stadium, playing One Hit Wonders, and we had someone come in. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be in stream, but Stardust. We all know Stardust.
yep, yep for
He
sure.
That was the first stream he was in that he followed me, and we're jamming out to One Hit Wonders, playing Pokemon Stadium, and I remember to this day saying that this is one of his favorite streams of all time because of the vibes we were having. I'm jamming out to songs like Barbie Girl and Every Time We Touch. Do I look like someone that would be playing that type of music? Like,
Eh, I think we've all done it.
oh yeah, we're just having a good time, we're vibing, and just seeing that, seeing someone saying that was just amazing. Amazing, hitting the milestones that we've hit over the years. Guilty. I'm sure we've all, you know, Barbie Girl is all of our guilty uh, pleasures.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
It's very
But I see what you're saying. It's definitely nice when you have somebody just come in and tell you that they like appreciate the vibes in your stream. And it's like
exactly.
we don't hear that much.
Oh no.
From our friends we do, but for somebody to come into a stream and actually vibe and spend time in there and say that and like know they mean it, that's like probably the coolest thing as a streamer you could hear, I think.
It's catchy, okay?
It's catchy.
I think it's more on the fact that it was his first stream coming in, and instantly,
Yeah.
he was there for like 3 or 4 hours in that stream.
You made a friend.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
Cheese.
I've always kept that to this day.
Hey, cheers.
I need to hear Barbie Girl now.
Well,
Subscribe.
you're in luck because the three of us are all singing it at the end of the stream. No, I'm just kidding.
No, not this time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
So, what is one thing that you guys kept true to yourself from the beginning as a streamer? Like, what
Like I
is
said,
one thing that you learned early on that you kept to this day?
I gotta say my personality. My personality's always been the same. The vibes. I always try to keep a smile on the face. You know what I mean? Like it's just the way I am. Um, but yeah, that's what I'd say.
Nice.
I'd have to say probably the same thing. Just never like I've
I'm
always just been like how I am in real life, just on stream.
exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't like come in here and I'm like a different person.
Right.
If I'm a different person, then people can sense it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. You can tell when somebody like tries
Just
to
having a
force a
bad day,
personality on
or-
stream or when they're having a bad day. Yeah.
Exactly.
I always tell people, I'm like, what you see on camera is what you see in real life. So if you see me down the road, what you see right now is what you're gonna see outside of streaming. You're never gonna get. That's why I always say with the podcast, you're gonna get no BS. You're not gonna get any sugarcoat. You're gonna get the real deal. You're gonna get the real me. You're gonna get the real guests. You know. So I've always kept that. I always like, what? I'm always gonna be myself, no matter what. I'm gonna stay true to myself. I'm gonna believe in myself, and if people don't want it, then there's a door. I don't fake shit. Yes, facts.
You should never be somebody else because
Why be
somebody else
someone?
has this idea of you and that's who you should be. You should always just be yourself.
Yes,
Exactly.
always.
Yep, be you, be real, exactly.
I volunteer as a sacrifice. One of the first things I've said in a Mercer. This is true. So, very important one for any of us that were a small streamer, just beginning. How did you adapt from those streams, those early on streams where you had, streaming to zero or a few followers? Early stages, what kept you going? Did it ever discourage you? Did you feel like you were doing enough to get noticed early on in this journey? What changes did you make that helped see the growth? And how did you stay motivated during the early stages to keep your spirits up and going from there?
Honestly, in the beginning, I didn't really care if I was sitting between, 0 and 5. I didn't care. I really didn't care. I was doing it for the fun. And then I started getting into the Facebook groups, posting my link there. This is early stages in my streaming career, and it didn't get very far until I found a good Discord group. But like I didn't do it at that point for the views. I was doing it for fun, and I still do it for fun. That's just basically what streaming is. It's supposed to be fun.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, same. I never really, like I said, when I first started, I wasn't really trying to do anything with it. I was just playing for fun. And then once I joined the community and people were like, this is how you network, and we can
Yep.
get you affiliate and stuff. Because I've always been like, I've always been a supporter more than a streamer. And even
Same
still to
here.
this day, like I'll go in maybe like 15, 20 something streams to like every like maybe like half stream I do. Like I've been, that's one thing I haven't been consistent with it lately, but I've always made sure to go into support, and that's like one of the most important things. If you expect people to come into your streams, or if you want them to come vibe with you and stuff, at least do them the same and just go say what's up to them, keep them tabbed up and stuff like that. I always
Big
always
thing.
always try to
Like
make sure to do.
networking is always just an 80% supporting, 20% streaming. That's what I was
Yeah.
taught.
Exactly.
So, but if you are struggling with that, or dealing with low numbers and stuff, just talk to people. Be
Yeah, just
honest.
ask
You
questions.
got friends. Ask people that are
Ask
in your stream.
questions.
Yeah, what can
Or
I do? What would you like to see on stream? Get into a good Discord community. You know what I'm saying? Ask people in the Discord community. You guys want to play games together? Find people to play games. Find people to do stuff like this with and collab on streams. There's always ways to grow. You just gotta, if you want it, you just gotta go get it and figure it out.
Right.
exactly.
So I always saw it as, the biggest thing that I see people complain about or get discouraged is they see their numbers. They keep their tabs up. They look and they see that two people or zero people in the stream, and they're discouraged. It's like, oh, what am I doing? Um, and yeah, definitely, just continue to network, get your name out there, uh, support. You want it, you give it. You want the growth, you grow with others that want the same thing.
Yeah. Just think, if people don't know who you are, if you're not like supporting and networking, how are they going to know who to click on? How are they going to know to come into your stream and be like, all right, this person spends time in my stream, I'll go support them back. People aren't just,
Exactly.
it's not like the algorithm works in our favor at all.
No, it
People aren't
does
just
not.
clicking on our Twitch page because we're on Twitch streaming. There's, I don't know how many, if it's like a million people or however many people are streaming on Twitch, but like we all can't
Oh,
get
it's
that
over
much
that.
number.
I'm sure it's over that.
It's
But
a big
yeah,
number.
Yeah, big number. So networking is definitely key, and not getting discouraged.
Facts. All right. But yeah, networking is definitely a big thing. If you are very, or if you do get discouraged, another thing is look at your own stream. Watch your own stream back,
always.
and if you feel like maybe this is where I can change things during this portion of the stream, what can I do better than that? You want to always adapt from that. So you always want to learn from your past streams. You always want to be better.
Always look at your VOD. Always look at your VOD.
Yes. Because it's like, if you don't want to sit down and watch your stream, why would anyone else do it?
Exactly.
Fact. Exactly, Elite.
So keep that viewer count off. I don't want to act any different for one viewer than I would for 30. Fact, Reckless.
Exactly.
100%, bro.
You always stream like you're in front of 50, hundreds of people.
Yep.
Because when
Even
those
if you know nobody's in there, you just keep talking.
right, because on those days that it does happen,
Yep.
you're gonna need to know how to do it. You need to know how to keep up with your chat. So
And you gotta have the mindset that you're still recording, you're still making
Still-
content. So if
Yep.
somebody's not in there watching per se, I mean, you could always go back and edit the clip.
Right.
So
I mean, we have all the social media that we can post things and be like, "This is who I am. This is what you're missing. Come find out in the next stream."
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly.
Everybody has bad days and good days. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
just go back and watch your VOD, and if you see anything that you see that needs improvement, it's easy to improve. Plain and simple.
Facts. So, what has been the hardest part of your streaming journey so far? What do you feel like you have struggled the most?
Schedule,
Yeah.
posting on socials consistently. That's
Streaming more. Streaming
Streaming.
more is my biggest thing.
I feel that. The scheduling, you want to stick to it because people know when you go live. If you say you're going to be streaming 3 or 4 days a week at this time, they're going to expect that. And I feel like that's probably one of all of our hardest parts in our journeys is keeping a schedule and sticking to it. For me, I'm my biggest critic. Learning there's more than just hitting the go live button. Um, and then just continuing to support, continuing to network. When I'm not streaming, be in uh, be in streams, hang out, get to know people, because their audience may see you and be like, all right, he seems like a cool guy. We're gonna go support him as well.
Yep.
And I think that's the beauty of streaming is that all it takes is one stream that you can be in supporting, and it can change everything.
Exactly.
So here's that big one. Have you ever thought about giving up on streaming? And what made you continue?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna be.
yeah, I have.
I have not. I've thought about quitting a few times. You know, like with IRL. You know, deaths. You know, almost losing my mom. You know, losing my auntie. I just lost my uncle recently. You know, like a lot of IRL things. You know, sometimes you can't be streaming all the time or be in Discord or it's come across my mind, but I don't think I could ever quit. Like, you know, like I don't think I could quit. Like a lot of things have happened, yes, but we can always recover.
Facts. There's always that time to where you think about quitting, but then you just take that time to just to wind down.
It's
We'll let whatever
it's
happen
like
in
it's like
IRL.
why would we take in all this information and hard work and dedication and throw it out the window?
Exactly. So yes, I've had multiple times so far. Like I said earlier, 2023, I did a little bit of streaming early on. just to dive into it. I think I did only 2-3 months. Then I quit in June and didn't stream the entire year. I think I started in February and went till June, I believe. Um, just I didn't feel like it was my suit. Um, but then I missed it. I had that urge to try again in 2024. So the funny thing about that was that in 2024 I was like making this big thing on Facebook, letting my family and friends know that I'm gonna make my comeback to Twitch and whatnot, while streaming and whatnot. This is when I'm doing it. It'll be the first so and so in January. Well, I got sick all January that year, all year. So I had to postpone my return to February of uh, 2024, and then March was when I found you guys, because that was when I joined XL, and
I
I'm
remember.
looking back at it, and it's the best decision I've ever made. I've created bonds with a lot of you guys over the last 2 years
I,
I've been doing this.
I remember mentoring you.
Exactly. You took me under your wing. I had certain people. I had Ezri. She really helped me out when I first started, learning a lot of the outskirts of streaming. Like, there's more important thing than just going live. Like, she showed me the definition of what networking was, what to look at my stats, cut my schedule down. I was streaming in front of no one for 6-7 hours, 5 days a week. You should have saw my average viewer before I actually knew what that was. Before she's all like, "Listen, this is what you're gonna do. Stick to it, and I promise you, it'll get better."
Yep.
So yeah, to this day, I'm very thankful for you and Ezri for pretty much showing me what I know today.
Hey, no problem on me.
So, how do you deal with the toxicity when it comes to being a streamer?
Hmm.
I avoid
Man,
that altogether.
yeah. If somebody
Honestly,
comes in saying something crazy, I just get them out of the chat or one of the
ban.
mods does. Yeah.
The mods know what to do. I don't deal with toxicity. This is my space.
Exactly.
Some
I
people
don't.
go
I don't
back and
do.
forth. It ain't worth it.
I,
Just
I haven't had many. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna have many. I get along with pretty much everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But there is that oddball that'll come into your chat and try to stir you up. But no, there's a ban button for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
This is your space. This is where you're gonna come and chill and relax, have a good time with your friends, the community. There's no need for toxicity.
Right. Like I said, for me as a streamer, I use it to distract myself from whatever's going on in IRL. So like this is my distraction from that. I'm using this as a distraction for others as well. So that's why we bring the good vibes in, so we can distract each other, have a good time, and yeah, we don't need the toxicity. For me, I just smile, tell them like I would at my day job, because I'm sure Vinny, you know about this because you work in fast food. He harasses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get harassed all day at work for people that are just for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I would pretty much do what I do at my day job. Look at them, tell them have a good day, because I know what they're trying to do. Get the anger out of you. Get a response out of you, because I know it's the internet. They want to get a response out of you, and instead of giving in, that's what you do. Just you just tell them have a good day, ban them, and then you're good. Be like, they have nothing better to
I
do instead of just trying to stir things up.
I always say, I hope you have the day you deserve.
Exactly.
So next one is, what was your first big milestone as a streamer? You know, was it affiliate? Was it this? Was it that? Was it your first
Yeah,
follower goal? Your first sub
affiliate
goal?
again. I think affiliate. That was like that was the first big one, and then hitting the different milestones is like the follower goals definitely. But yeah,
Yeah, I gotta agree. Affiliate. Hitting that good 500 follower mark. Almost at 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
But hitting that 50 subs or 100 subs, that's that's always a that's always a great great one.
Oh, for sure. To add on to it, when you do hit those follower goals, do you do anything to celebrate with your stream? How do you celebrate with your community? Like, do you do a
Just
special
try to have a
stream?
hype stream. I try to. So, like I usually go a little longer than usual, double the stream.
Viddy?
I haven't really done many. I've done like affiliation, like anniversaries, affiliate anniversaries, and stuff like that. But I haven't really done any like streams for like follower goals and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I see where something like that would be a good thing. I know we have a couple friends that are planning on doing some stuff like that soon. So
Yeah, I always tell myself if I hit like a follower goal, like I'm currently on one right now, I'm on the road to one, and I always say we hit it, we do a longer stream. Like I think when we hit this next one, I'm doing 12 hours to celebrate.
ooh, nice.
Um,
Let's go.
and then when I hit my first sub goal of 50, I was planning on doing a week long marathon of streams. You know, stream every day, Monday through Sunday. So I thought that's pretty much what I do when it comes to follower goals, affiliate anniversary. We just stream longer, um, and we just give back a little bit more. Now here's a big one for I'm sure all of us. You know, streaming can cause a lot of mental health issues. The biggest mental challenge of streaming. How do you manage your mental health?
There's a lot to do
Drinking.
with mental. I smoke a lot of weed. I, I do. I don't drink. I can't drink. No, sorry, man. Can't have a beer with you, bro. But no, just going for walks. Go do whatever what you need to do to get your mind right.
Yeah,
It's just mental health is a big thing when it comes to streaming. If you don't have your mental health right, like I lost my best friend, due to drugs. Found it, like early 2020 or late 2023. That really hit me hard. I didn't stream for 2, 3 weeks. Just sometimes you gotta step back for a little bit. You know, when my heart started like having problems, I stopped for a month. I had to because I just couldn't do it. My mental health was really bad, and no one wants to seem to see a streamer that's poor on mental health because you can see right through it.
Oh yeah,
You can see right through it.
I always get told by some of the people that come into my streams, and they can tell when I'm having a bad day, when I'm having an off day, and they're like, "What are you doing? Take a step back, deal whatever you're dealing with, and come back when
yeah,
you're in a good mindset." Uh, last 2 years I've had a lot going on in my personal life, and I've had times where I had to step away. Sometimes I don't like it. It's one of those things where it's like I don't want to step away, but I'm learning now that I need to sometimes.
It's okay to do that, bro.
yeah. Yeah, all jokes aside, it's like we all have our ways of coping and stuff, but sometimes it's best to just like put down the phone, put down the Discord for a while. Not even
Yeah.
like open up the PC and just like take a mental health day. Go outside, get some fresh air, chill with your family. Focus on the stuff that you actually do this for.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody needs a reset. Yeah, yeah. The mental health is 100% number one. Because like you guys said, it's like check and pick up on like that, like instantly. If you're not having a good day or the vibes are off, it's
As
just
soon
not.
as that, as soon as that
Yeah,
camera turns on, you can tell.
yeah, exactly.
There was a
And
small
people
instance.
from your sorry.
There was a small instance that happened back in 2023 where I was at an off day at work. I was just dealing with a lot, and I was streaming, and the vibe weren't there. I just wasn't there mentally, and I was just playing a simple game. I most of the time I play Pokemon. You guys know that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm like all over the place. I'm like I don't know what I'm doing, and that was probably one of my shortest streams of doing only half an hour, and I think that was the last stream I did before I took that whole rest of the year off because I was like, all right, one I felt embarrassed just because it's my first like kind of mental blowout, and I showed it on stream.
yeah,
So I pretty much took the rest of the year off, and then it's like I had that urge to come back. But yeah, mental health is definitely very serious. It does
Very.
take a toll on you, especially in streaming.
I mean, I'd be lying if I would said that I didn't have my days on. Like, I'd maybe one or two streams where I was just like, shouldn't have been streaming. I was pissed off, and I was just like, somebody came in and said the wrong thing to me, and I just went. It was somebody that like I knew. So before I banned them, I just let them know how I feel. But yeah, after that, it's like I was just like, yeah, I should have probably just kept my mouth shut and blocked them. But yeah, so you ain't the only one, man. But now that's why I'm so quick to just like, if somebody comes in and says something crazy, I'm just like, all right, have a good one. Like you're out of
Right.
here.
Exactly.
No.
So to add on to that, when it comes to burnout or feeling uninspired, how do you guys manage?
Take a day off. Take a couple
Yeah,
days off.
exactly. And leave. If you're feeling burnt out, definitely take a few days off. Burning out is harsh, and if you're a streamer, you felt this 100%. One time or another, you have felt burnt out.
Yeah.
If it ain't from Discord, streaming, or both, you felt burnt out.
You don't want it to
And
snowball into IRL stuff. You don't want it to like streaming
exactly,
stuff. You don't want it to stress you out and like at your job and at work and with family and stuff. It's like it's best to keep the two separate. So yeah, I agree with you.
See,
Take
one of
a
the
break.
things for me is that I bottle so much in before it just lets out.
Yeah.
same here, brother.
So it's like one of the things where it's like I keep so much in, and then the smallest thing will just set it off.
Yep.
Yep.
And the burnout can
I
lead
don't want
into it.
I don't want it to happen on stream,
No,
man. No. That's not. This is our space to relax, chill, have a good time with our people. So if you're feeling burnt out, y'all, take a day, take a few days, take a week if you need.
I would say for burnout, if it's a game, I look for something else to play. I always tell people I have a variety, so I don't stick to one genre of game. There's certain people that just stream COD or Fortnite or Pokemon or whatever it may be. I try to stay away from just one genre for that instance.
Yeah.
And then yeah, if it is streaming, then yeah, I just take some time away from everything just to refocus and get motivated again. Uh, but I'm always thinking, even if I am taking time away, I'm always still constantly thinking of what am I going to do when I come back. It's just
Understandable.
how I always been, even before streaming. It's always been my thing where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm taking time away from it, but this is what I'm going to do when I come back. This is what I have planned for when I come back. I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to be better.
Yeah. always evolving, always thinking of ways to improve.
Exactly. And that's where this podcast came from as well. Um, took some time away, and thought about it. I was like, I've been doing this for almost 2 years. I'm getting to know a lot of you guys. I feel confident to where we can sit, talk about our journeys together, and why not? You know. Yes, exactly, Blazing. Always do better than
Exactly.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
So, how do you balance IRL and streaming life?
That's a hard one. You gotta find a healthy balance. You know, if you have a wife or kids or both, you just gotta find that equal balance. That's just basically it. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's something that you have to figure out for yourself in your own comfort. What do you say, Rudy?
I'd say the same. It's like you obviously IRL stuff comes first, the job comes
Exactly.
first. You got to find that happy
Jobs.
medium where you're not like you don't want to lock yourself into a schedule where you're streaming every day after work within an hour of you having to get off of work and then
And you're
you know
stressed out after the
yeah
work, and then because we all work here 9 to 5, we all what not 9 to 5, but you know what I
yeah
mean. But
yeah we all have jobs. Most of us are like work more than
it's
fucking we
I
should
believe we
be.
all have
but
almost the same schedule.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd say like definitely experiment with different times and stuff. Um, that's a big thing too. Try to figure out like when you feel most comfortable, when you're going to be able to wake up tomorrow and get on with your normal stuff and be able to go to work and deal with your family stuff. Yeah, always IRL always comes first. Make sure you can do all that first,
always
and then like then you're not setting yourself up for more stress and burnout. Like if you do that, if you plan your schedule around your work and you have that like smooth sailing. You don't have to worry about being burnt out. You can say, I'm going to support, I'm going to stream a couple days, I'm going to, network and stuff the rest of the time. And then,
facts.
I use my schedule between work and I use the time that I have extra during the week to plan out streams and time for family and friends because I don't want to push back my time that I can spend with family and friends because you never know what the next day will hold. You don't want to be like, man, I should have spent more time with this person. You know, uh, and yes, you all want to take the time between work and streaming because, like Vinny said earlier, you don't want to just get off work within an hour, get ready to stream, and you're still stressed from what happened at work that day.
Exactly, because it'll come out.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I've had plenty of time where I've streamed literally 2 or 3 hours after I got off work after a bad day at work, and I was like, man, I don't really want to do this. Why did I decide to do this today?
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all done it.
It's tough when you're trying to stick to a schedule because I know it's like you want to stay on there, but sometimes you just got to know. And that's my thing. Like I've had a couple of days where I'm supposed to be on, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not feeling it today. I'm just gonna do something else instead. I'm gonna go paint something, or I'm gonna go work on something around the house, do a couple projects, and then I'll pick back up. I'll still be in streams and stuff supporting, but yeah, if I've had a stressful day at work on a day that I'm supposed to be streaming, I'm probably not going to go on.
Most
Just
likely, I'm
physically,
saying.
yeah,
If
I
I,
guess.
if, I, if I had a really bad day at work, you probably won't see me streaming.
Right.
yeah,
I always try to stream a little bit more on my days off from work, just so I can have a little bit more time to stream. And then I have the rest of the day to be like, do stuff around the apartment or be around the people I want to be around. I spend the whole day, doing that. So, biggest beginner mistake to avoid. So, if you're seeing someone streaming for the first time, or small, or just starting out, what is the biggest mistake that you always see in a beginning streamer?
Them streaming way too long for several hours, and that's just not a good idea because it's gonna
That was me.
bump down your average.
yeah.
It's
People
just
people post all
stick
the time.
stick it
Their
to
average,
an hour and a half to 2 hours, and right out. That's honestly the biggest. thing you can do. Because
Yep.
you're never going to reach affiliate if you're streaming for 8 to 12 hours. You know, it's just your your peak is in the first hour or two.
Hmm.
So rate out at that time because it's pointless after that because your average is just going to go down after that. People cannot stay for 8 to 12 hours. It's just they
It's
can't.
this is it's different when you're affiliate. When you're after you're made affiliate,
Yeah,
it
this
doesn't
is
matter. You
this
can
is.
stream
I'm
all
talking
day,
like
every day. But when people are trying to get affiliate and they don't know how the average, like I see so many people, they're like, I have an average of one viewer, but I've streamed, 25 out of the 30 days this month for 70 hours, and they don't understand how they haven't made that last part. And it's just
hey,
like,
that was me the first month.
yeah, it's only when you're trying to get affiliate. It's like when you're trying to get that milestone and you're trying to make money to get paid doing it. There's no other way around it. You know, I'm
For
not
sure.
I'm not saying anything against people who stream all the time. I have
No,
best
no,
friends
no.
like Blazing streams all day, every day,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and I love chilling in there. But it's like when people are trying to get affiliate, like that's just not like it doesn't work. You got to do what they say. Stick to the recommended things that Twitch. That's why Twitch has those as recommendations. That's why it says 7 days, certain amount of hours. It's like because that's the key to doing it.
It's like they're giving you
You
that
know?
hint. It's like this is what
Yeah,
you should do.
it's a small hint, but they're not giving it away.
Exactly.
yeah,
You gotta learn that for yourself. You gotta know. Okay, we get it. You want to stream longer. I mean, I was the same way. I lost my time. I lost where I was at. I wanted to stream longer. I was having fun, but you have to know a balance to where it's like, all right, I know when to stop. I know because you also want to always rate out. That's a very important thing.
Always, it's a sign of support. You can make a friend. There's lots of things positive about rating.
you
There's
can
one
bring new people into your community
exactly.
because of it.
So for me, it's just have fun. Just have fun with it. Don't stress about the
Always.
numbers. It's not a race.
Mhm.
Nope.
I feel like that's the thing
Slow,
is people think it's
slow
a
and steady.
race. Learn who you are as a streamer.
Yeah,
Learn what the ins and don'ts. It's not a race. Go at your own speed. Um, that's pretty much what I see. That and like I said, the rating out. There's been some people that I've been in streams and they'll just end the stream.
I always say rate out. It just doesn't matter what how many numbers you got. It don't matter one. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's just still showing support. It's still showing support.
Mhm.
yeah.
And if it's to a new person, you can possibly make a really good friend out of it.
Exactly. I always say because I had one person come into my stream before and give me a raid, and I think it was like 3 people. And he's all like, "Man, I'm sorry. I had like 10 people in my stream, and I thought I could get all of them to come. I'm sorry there were only 3 of us." I'm like, "You chose to stream. You chose to raid to me. That's the most appreciated thing as a streamer from another streamer is you chose me to raid out to. Where it's like you could have chose someone else.
Yep.
Like I don't care if you only have one person in your stream with you. If you chose to raid to me, I appreciate that."
Yep.
And it's also the fact is that you never know how much that raid will mean to someone.
It always puts a smile on my face, man.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if it's 100, 200. It don't matter.
Yes,
Yep.
trusting
Trusting
the
the
streamer.
streamer with your community. Yep.
Exactly.
100%. It's like an honor. You know what I'm saying? When you send your community, when you send your viewers over there, doesn't matter if there's 1, 10, 20, 30. It's like it's all the same love on your end,
Hmm.
just by doing that gesture and raiding out. Doesn't mean any less because there's less people in your streams. Still, it's the idea, the thought, the support that counts. So
Hmm. Another one that I always see is people apologizing for doing the whole raid out and I have to dip type of thing.
Hey, after a long stream,
Exactly.
hey, I gotta stretch, man. I gotta, like, that's just me. But I mean,
Get some food, get some stretch,
yeah,
get some water. It's
it's
like,
no disrespect.
yep.
I say no disrespect, but I just got get up and walk around a little bit. My legs are going a little numb.
Right.
Yeah, it happens, but I always come back and say what's up.
Oh, for sure. So if you go back and talk to yourself on your first day of streaming, what would you say to your past self?
That's a hard one. Do all your research first, because I went into it blind, and I went step by step, like very, very. I want to say like I didn't even know how the dashboard worked. I didn't even know how to raid. I didn't know how to do nothing. So I just ended the stream. Like I wanted. If I had more information back then, I probably would have done a lot better. But hey, we live and learn.
Try not to stress so forward. Yeah. Viddy?
I I just say to myself, stay focused, stay determined, and stay consistent. Because, like I said earlier, just staying consistent with my schedule and social media posting and stuff like that, my editing. It's like if I could just lock
That's a
in with
big one.
that, yeah. Because when I was streaming on a schedule, when I was doing my like 2 days a week, 3 days a week, I mean, I was actually doing pretty good, and I was staying consistent with my average. My average was going up. But then I had, not this last year, the year before that, I had car problems. I was in a rental car for more than half the year, which cost a ton of money. And then I was blessed to be able to move into this house like last December that Grandma left me, and came up with this insane streaming room. But I just, with work and everything, I've just been still haven't been able to lock back into a schedule. So I'd say, yeah, if I was going to tell myself in the beginning, I'd say make sure you stick to it, make sure you stay consistent with it.
For me, I
Big
would
facts.
go don't overdo it. Set a small pace and use the time that you would normally stream extra to get your name out there. Network. Be in the streams. Like I said in the beginning, I was streaming in front of 0 people, doing it 5 days a week, 6 hours a day. 6 hours every stream. I
Same
cut
with me,
that.
brother. When I started out, like I was streaming to zero to maybe maybe two or three viewers, but I didn't know anything about Discord or anything about that streaming communities, anything like that. But you live and you learn, and the more you learn, the more you succeed. Just plain and simple. Just
Right.
keep doing your research. Just YouTube is your best friend.
Oh
Like
yeah.
YouTube, there's plenty of things you can learn off of.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that research. Um, if you don't want to watch someone, go to someone that you know that knows this stuff. You know, that's why I went to you. That's why I went to Esri. Those are the two that come off to my head right now that has really helped me learn what I know today. Um, you know, uh, like Reckless is saying in chat, enjoy the ride. You're
It's
gonna
very
have ups
pretty.
and downs. Always try to learn and take away from it.
Facts, poison.
Keep moving forward. Yep.
Exactly. I love it. Do you ever feel like you can do this full time at a full time career?
Me? No,
Eventually,
I
eventually,
don't think so.
you don't really.
No, I mean, think about it. Like as like a full time without working, I
If
couldn't
I
see just doing this. And I mean, even like dude, famous musicians and stuff that are in like touring bands, most of them still have day jobs and stuff like that when they're like.
That's
So
very
I don't know.
true.
I mean,
Yeah,
I used to be a musician. I used to play shows like every weekend, like multiple shows, and like work was still even more important than that. Like if I had to work, like I wouldn't be able to play that show. We wouldn't book a show that weekend if I was working. So I don't know. I've always just had like a real strong work ethic, but I mean,
full time.
if it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
But I don't think so. I mean, what do you think, bro?
I mean, if I ever hit partner, I definitely step up my game and like everything else like that. But in right now, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
But you never know what the future holds.
Not saying that I'm not grateful for. I'm like very grateful
Oh,
for what I have
I'm
now,
very grateful.
and I always say that. I always say I'm really happy with what I have now because I don't know how some of these people stream in their chats just like this. It's like I get upset when I miss one chat like now, so
I feel
that's
that.
like
Yeah, it's
but yeah, I'm
I
definitely
hate
very
missing
appreciative.
chats, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Facts to it. If I was lucky enough to support myself and family and live streaming full time, hell yeah. But in this economy, it's not enough.
Exactly. You still gotta get gas money. You still gotta get them grocery monies.
Exactly.
Baby needs milk. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
It's like there's not the bills aren't gonna stop. I mean, if you, it's not. It would. I don't know. How do I say this without sounding like not positive? I don't think it could ever be like consistent. You could have like a really good month, and then you could have a month where people aren't like in there supporting as much as they have. And if you're relying on it, if you're depending on it as like your sole source of income, then that's where I'm coming from. I'd want to know like at least I'm going to make this much money per month. You know?
Like, we all see a big drop during the seasons, summer and
Yep.
winter.
Yep.
Yeah,
Another thing
for
that
sure.
I've seen a lot of small streamers is they're complaining, like not complaining, but they're like, "Man, I had all these people 2 months ago in my stream, and then they all dropped off. What's going on? Is it me? Is it this? Is it that?" It's like it's the season. People
Yeah,
are out and about during the summertime. They're enjoying the weather.
people are out at people are out at the lake, doing things with family.
Mhm.
You know, you know
Like during the summertime, when you have kids, you want to take them out. You want to enjoy life with them. You want to take them out of town,
exactly.
or you want to go on vacation with them. But for me, when it comes to full time, I want to feed off of what Squid said in chat. If I'm able to feed off um, if I can fend for my family with it, sure, of course. But like Vinny said, you can have a really good month, but then the next month, what happened? Then you're kind of screwed.
Yep.
And it's not anybody's fault. I mean, it's not
No.
No.
you can't be mad if people don't can't afford to support that month. If people have bills,
Mhm.
stuff comes up in life. I mean, I always think these people that are just sitting on thousands and thousands of subs consistently, they are like truly blessed to be in that position.
Oh, for sure.
Very blessed.
And it's a very unique situation because it's very few and far between where that happens to people. But you
But I always like that type of conversation because it's like you talk about it, and they're like, "Yeah, I would love to do it." I mean, of course, it's some of us it's a big goal. We want to hit partner, but when it comes to that, you also got to think about it. It's like if you set this as your main source of income, you can't always rely on people to support every month or whatever.
know,
What tips do you wish you knew sooner as a streamer?
Chips. Hmm.
networking. That going into other people's streams would be
Uh,
more important than actually
Are you
streaming. I think.
talking about as like a beginner?
Yes, as a beginner.
Networking. That's a big one. Um, Staying off Facebook. That's just toxic.
Yeah,
Uh,
Some of these
yeah,
Facebook
uh,
groups can be toxic, my friend.
especially when you're recruiting them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
yeah,
I'm in
yeah.
some of those Facebook
That's not
groups,
really fun.
and man, talk about
No,
toxic.
it's
Yeah, they're weird, man. There's some of them they're in there dating. Some of them they're selling like toasters and shit. Other ones are complaining that people are selling toasters and dating, but they can't get their posts approved. It's just a
yeah.
weird place over there. Yeah, talk to the people
W
exactly.
Talk
yeah,
to people. Yeah.
exactly. Squid.
find
build your brand. Like focus on your brand from the beginning, and stay like know what you want. Like know what you want that to become. I think if I would have had that in mind, I would have been a little bit farther more than where I am now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think once you like learn to network and build your brand, I think that's a big key thing.
Yeah, the first 6 months, or no, first 5 months of my streaming, it was pretty slim. It was just coasting along, but I mean, it's all a learning curve, and that's fine. But we're giving you the tips and tricks to get out there and support. Get your name out there and just talk to people, make friends,
and
do your thing.
this is another thing I want this podcast to be able to help with is in future ones and this one and all of them that we do. I'm gonna get different people on. They're all gonna have different experiences. I mean, as we see in chat today, all of them are giving amazing responses back to these questions as well. And I love it. I appreciate
Sure.
all you guys. And it's just one of those things where it's like we're all gonna learn something, no matter who's here. And I think that's gonna be the special thing about the series that I started. Everyone's gonna have a different mindset. Everyone's gonna have certain goals. Everyone's gonna have certain advice. We all have a story, and that's what I love about this. The only thing I can say is not everything is going to happen right away. A dream this big takes time, so be patient and it will come, for sure. Becoming a partner is a goal, yes, but you gotta always remember how you got there. Those that partner, they like, shoot, I'm partner, fuck you all, and they don't. Facts. I love
Big
that.
facts.
I love that, Decon. You always want to grind for that partner, then you hit it, and it's like, all right, now what? Or then you get a little too big into your britches. You're not as active, or you're not as supportive, and it's like, you guys did this for me, fuck y'all. I love that. But yeah, networking definitely would be my biggest tip for myself. Um, hey, what's going on, Roman? Um, but yeah, I love it. The tips, just network, you guys. Those are just beginning network, rate out, get your name out there. Um, that's the biggest thing that I always see people don't do is, like I said, rating out, um, supporting. You know, I've noticed some people do get discouraged. They're like, "Man, I don't want to send my one person to a raid."
Don't matter.
It's
It's
like
still the
send it
It's
same thought. It's still the same support.
because the thing
There's
is,
nothing left on your end for sending a raid.
that what you're sending to that person, their community is seeing you as well.
Yep.
So say you got 10 people in your stream and you raid even saying only two, you're gonna get that response back. Why you're gonna get shout outs, you're gonna get known, you're gonna be like, all right, this is a cool guy. They took the time to raid out to you. Um, and yes, just don't pop in and say hi. Lurk or leave. Lurking's fine. You know, I mean, we've all done it. I mean, every once in a while, when I'm on my PC, I'm 10 streams pop on my PC at least, and I'll always pop in to see what they're doing. It's so highly recognized and appreciated for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now I know there's some things that some people have already said in chat, but in your opinion, what keeps you in someone else's stream? What do you enjoy watching from another streamer?
Well,
Like, what keeps you engaged in someone's stream?
they gotta be more engaging too. That's a big one. Unless it's a big streamer like I don't know. Queso, for instance, like you're never gonna get a response, but engagement is a big thing. You know, if you like the game and know the game, sure, hey, vibe with them, chill with them. If you don't know the game, you can ask questions. You know, that's just basically networking in its finest.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting to know people. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
hey, my boy Stardust.
what's that? What's that new Stardust?
I noticed.
Stardust 2.0. And I'm not smashing any eggs on my house, on my head today. That's
But
thank
Barbie
you,
Girl,
Lord
huh?
of the Egg. I'd say the same thing like Chu says though. Good conversation, like interacting with chat.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's cool when like the streamer asks, like Bass was talking about Rich Boy before. Mr. Rich Boy always like, if you're in his stream, he's always like, "How are you doing? Like, what are you doing today?" Like, he's like
yeah, he's a vibe.
always super big on like interacting with the chat. That's like That's the one thing where I'm going to be in your chat. If you're like trying to get to know me as a viewer, and you're spending that extra, especially if you're playing a game, like, and you're like good at the game, that's something that's going to make me stick around for a while.
I
Big
feel
facts.
that. Just how the viewer engages with their audience, like if they're engaging, uh, acknowledging their chat.
Yeah.
Um, because the thing is that people don't come in for the game; they come in for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a big thing that I can't remember who said it in one of my streams because I always was so discouraged. I'm like, if I swap games, will people come in? And it's like it's not the game that we come in for.
No,
We come in
it's
for the
coming. They're
vibes.
coming in
We
for
come in for
you.
you.
Come in and hang out with you, man.
I think it was you, Sardis, that
Exactly.
said that. I told him about the
Yeah,
story
it was.
when you were in my first stream.
And exactly, yeah. Even if it's like games that we don't watch, we're still gonna stick around in there.
Mhm.
Exactly.
What is one thing that a viewer said to you that stuck with you during your career so far?
Hmm.
Keep
Could it be
going.
a good thing or a
I'm
bad thing?
yeah, exactly.
Whatever it may be. What is one thing that a viewer has stuck to you?
So when I first started, I was in. This wasn't any Discords that you know, but somebody messaged me and they were like, "Hey, blah blah blah, your stream sucks and your green hair ain't working. Glad I didn't subscribe to you." And now I'm sitting on more followers than the dude. That just drove me to like. I still have the screenshot saved on my phone or on my computer screen. I saved it because it was a Discord message. That just like I was like, well, I'll just fucking prove you wrong then. I'll just do better and I'll just be a better streamer then. You know. So I don't even think I responded to that message on Discord when I got it. I think I just blocked the person and moved on. But that was one thing that always stuck with me and made me just like want to keep going. My green hair is dope. I know.
Yeah,
That was the first thing
Dude's
I
just
noticed
jealousy with fucking
when I was
balls.
coming to the
I
stream. I
mean,
was like, oh shit.
it's Vidi.
Yeah, it's
He
Vinny,
has green
exactly.
hair.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was one thing that stuck with me. I mean, whatever. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Chew, you got anything for that one?
Um, Lots of people have said, I'm proud of you. Keep going. You're talented, and those kind of things just stick with you and drive you to be a better streamer and keep going and improve. I don't really have any negative things I can really think of right now, but exactly what Vinny said. I just block them and keep doing you. You know what I mean? Like you can't control what other people say, but for the positive note, that's just a boost you in yourself, man. You know what I mean?
You always want to get here that approval.
Yeah, it makes you feel great.
It
Makes
keeps
you want
you
to keep going.
it keeps you motivated when you get told, "I
Exactly.
appreciate you and you're doing a good job." You know, you
It's
want to
like
hear it at your day
when you
job.
see
You want to hear it as a
yeah,
streamer.
Stardust.
Exactly.
Stardust always coming in here. Like you said in your stream, he came in there and just said that
Yeah,
how he likes your vibes and stuff. He's like that. He's just like that.
it's like the
Changes
first
it.
stream of mine that he was in. He was in for like 4 hours, and he's like, "This is the best stream I've ever been in."
W
Yeah.
Stardust.
And it's like that's been almost it's January 3rd. That happened in July of last year. No, 2 years ago. So yeah, it was almost 2 years ago. So it's like that has stuck to me. Um, but for me, it's what sparked the podcast name, because eventually the original name for the podcast name was going to be Storytime with Biggie and Friends. Um, but if you guys know that have been into like my late night streams, at the end we do like a heart to heart conversation, um, and I just kind of let loose a little bit more. And well, that stream motivated them to be better. Hearing what I had going on personally, and I kind of let loose a little bit, and I was spilling my heart out on things that I've been keeping in, saying how someone with the biggest heart, it hurts to see them in so much pain. Because when I was dealing with a lot, but I was still streaming, and just had to let it out. Because I'm like, I'm happy go lucky, but we all have problems. We all deal with things, and I let
Facts.
myself loose on that night, letting people inside a little bit more, telling how I felt. And it's like, listen, this is why this is called real talk, because what you're getting from me is real. You're gonna get the real deal from me. Like I said earlier, what you get from right now, you're gonna get outside of here. Like if Biddy, you saw me in Arizona or wherever you're from, uh, tomorrow, this is what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Chu. If I'm in Canada, same thing. So it's like when they said that stream motivated them to be better, and I saw how much pain I had it in my heart, that stream, uh, that's what sparked this name as Real Talk with Biggie. Because like we're not going to sugarcoat things. Some things may be harder for conversations, um, for others, but at the end of the day, that's what this podcast is all about. So want to do
I'm
podcasts.
very grateful. I'm very grateful you invited us on here, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
I'm very
This is
happy
a
that you guys decided to do this and whatnot. So I appreciate it. Um, when it comes to building community, what is the first thing you did, and what advice would you give to someone who is still looking for that community or trying to build their own?
I'll go.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'd say find a group of people that you trust to like build with. Um, like stay true to yourself. Like Biggie and Chu said, never really change.
Yep.
Just be yourself. Um, you got to have communication. Like people are gonna like. It's not always gonna be bad. Like I said, that person's comment. Like some people are gonna tell you, hey man, like you should do this or do that differently. Like you need to have like an open mind, an open heart, like constructive criticism. You need to be willing to ask like questions and stuff like that. Um, First thing I did was like found like a really good community that I could stick with. Um, like even though it's changed names, like it's still the same homies,
It's still
with
the
the
same
exception of a
homies.
few. You know what I'm saying? But like the ones that I've been rocking with from the beginning are like still here. Two of them are in the chat right now. One of them's on the screen. You know, it's like I wouldn't change anything, but that's you got to find a community. You got to find somebody else, and you also got to work on your own community at the same time. like I said, build your brand, all that. But
Yeah, I think you got to cover there, Vidi, bro.
I would have to say the same things. Just stay true to what you believe in. Find a community that fits your motives, that fits your style and your vision. Get out of your comfort zone. Find people that have the same mindset, or just find just other people
People
that,
you vibe with, you know?
yeah, find the vibe with the right people goes a long way. But
and if you guys are in here and you feel like you don't have a community, join Zero Horizons.
exactly.
Exactly.
We literally welcome everybody in with open arms, and we're like more than happy to help. And you get to be part of stuff like this, which is I love you.
Exactly.
Which we'll get to that at the end as well, because there'll be times that you guys can be a part of these podcast streams, and we'll talk about it at the end. So, what are some of your guys' short-term and long-term goals?
Choo-choo.
Short term, get
And
more
long
out
term.
there. I know. I'm going for the short term first. Branch out more into more games. Community nights. Things like that. Streamwise. Long term, hey, hit that 40, 50, 60, 70 average, 75 average. You never know. Shoot for the sky. Hit that 1,000 that I've been trying to hit for a while. If you hit 1,500, hit 2,000. The sky's the limit when it comes to streaming. It's just
The next episode.
day by day, day by day.
Squid, if I get you on, I want you and Mo to be on an episode.
Hell yeah,
Oh
I'd watch
yes, that's
that.
necessary.
I'd watch that.
We're gonna talk.
That'd, that'd be cool.
Vidi?
Short-term goals is just like I said earlier, get back on track with the schedule, lock back in. Long-term goals, I mean, like I said, I don't want to do anything crazy with streaming, but if I can, like, host some cool charity events or something like that. I've done one charity event for
That'd be
Alzheimer's
cool.
awareness. Yeah, I'd like to do some more stuff like that and just raise money for stuff that I'm passionate about.
Something to talk about, V.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think that'd be cool. Within the next couple of years or so. I know, like, that was one of the main focuses in the old Discord was to do like a bunch of
Charity.
charity event stuff. Yeah, um, it just never gained like a lot of traction, and you know, I'd like to do something with that. I think that'd be really cool. It's a way to give back without. It's like kind of a selfless way to give back. You're not really making anything for yourself, but you're doing something for other people, and I'm all about that.
Exactly. It's a big win. It's a win-win
For
for
everybody.
yourself.
For me,
And
my short term is getting back to my schedule. Continue to build my community and bond with others. Get into more collabs with you guys. Um, it even if it's not just this, even if it's just more collabs with just gaming. I just want to get more into that. This is what this year I want is I want to do more collab stream with you guys. I wanted to get more gaming stuff with you guys. Um, and then just look forward to my next follower goal of 750 followers. For long term, I really just want the podcast, to be the main staple of what I am. Like, I want this to be the main thing. Like, if you hear BigE, you hear about the podcast. Like, that's the long term goal. Is now I'm doing this. Now I want it.
It's there,
Squid,
man.
before the
I think
ad, I said
it's cool.
the episode that I want you on, I want you and Mo to be on. But yeah, long term, I definitely want this to be the main focus. If you know me, you know about the podcast. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start streaming today?
Do it.
Shoot for the moon.
100% do it. If
Do
it's
it.
something you want to do, if it's on your mind and you
Exactly.
have the means to do it, just do it. Do it. There's nothing. There's nothing that I mean. What's the worst that can happen? You decide not to do it anymore. I mean, if it's gonna put you out and you're like, I want to start streaming, I don't have any of the equipment, I need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, then I'd say probably not. But I'm saying if you have like a way to start streaming and like ease into it, and it's something you want to like experiment with and see if it's for you, do it.
Do it.
There's not a
Oh,
negative thing I could think of like if you can handle the toxic people, if you don't come across any, I mean, I'd say
we come
I'm sure
across
these guys would say
more
the same thing.
toxic people in IRL. I think
Yeah,
we can handle a little bit of toxicity on the internet. You know what I mean? So shoot for the moon. Like I said, like
For sure.
what's gonna bring you down over some little bit of internet trolling
like
if you
Biggie
get
said, we
any.
work food service. We get mentally abused all day at work by people,
Hmm.
and there's nothing on stream that's going to be worse than that. Than
For
working
sure.
Exactly.
food service
You
or
know.
retail. So
The thing about, our job compared to doing this is our job, we're face to face with a person.
yeah,
They're just a keyboard warrior in their chat.
yeah, and they're one click away from being
Exactly.
not in your chat anymore.
Squid, DM me on Discord, and we can talk about a future episode for you. Um, but yeah, I would definitely go with the whole just do it. If you want it, do it. If you're passionate about it, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Failure will probably happen. I mean, we all had. I'm sure we all had nights and days where we felt like, man, that was a fail.
Yeah.
But it's up to you that if you want it, you work for it. What has streaming meant to you?
It's meant so many things in different ways. It's a learning experience, uh, just all around. Look how many friends I've made over the years. Like, oh, it's streaming means a lot to me. It really does. It's just so many things. I can go on and on. Just vibing with people, even in Discord, or streams. It goes on and on. Streaming comes with a lot of things that you can be grateful for. What about you, Goody?
I say the same thing. I mean, like I'm very grateful to the community that we have, the friends that I met. Like,
Exactly.
dude, me and Chu, like this Chu's literally one of my best friends,
Yeah,
and I've never
same
met
here,
the dude
dude.
IRL, but I talk to him like every day. I mean, I don't know what else, like what other communities or what other things you could do to be a part of that where you can make great lifetime friends. People to play games with. Um, it means a lot to me. I always tell people when I always make sure to tell people in my chat like it means the world to me that they just drop in even if it's for a couple minutes and say what's up.
Yep.
So
Now
Say
they
the same thing.
It's like they chose their busy schedule to come in and hang out, even if it
hmm
is for a couple minutes.
yeah,
Yep.
For
it's amazing.
streaming for me, you know, just being able to sit here and do this with you guys. I can say that when I first started streaming, I can say that Chu was probably one of my first, like, between Chu and Ezri were my first two best friends in streaming. Like, the bond that instantly was there. And I will say that, um, you know, without you guys, there is no BigEMercer. There is no real talk. There is no podcast. There is no this. So it's just, I with streaming, the the biggest thing for me is the bond that I share with all you guys, that I continue to share with you guys to this day. And to all you guys that's in chat, I appreciate all of you guys. And I say that every stream. I appreciate all you guys coming in here and always supporting, always vibing and having a good time, having laughs. Um, and for someone that it has got out of its comfort shell. You know, it's funny. So one of my really good friends, IRL, one of my best friends, a brother to me. One of the first streams that I did when I said that I was going to do this, he did not believe I was going to do this because he knew how I was. The first stream I did, it was the stream that I did back in 2023. He's like, that was a lot better than what I expected from you. And he will not sugarcoat it with me. He will tell me straight up. It was funny because we both worked together, and I came to work the next day. He's like, there's a famous one. I'm like, calm down. But yeah, it's just the bond that we get to do this, and that's what the beauty of streaming is you connect with all these people around the world. You get to build friendships, and eventually you get to plan these IRL meetings. Get together IRL. That's another thing I would really love to do this year.
Who's this Zero Horizons in the chat?
I don't know.
Probably Psycho.
I'm kidding.
Oh, is it you?
No, I'm just joking. We're famous.
Famous.
But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for real. Like I said, without you
Hey,
guys, there is no Big E.
Same. Without you guys, there's no Vidi. There's like
no Chu
we
here.
couldn't do this. We couldn't do this without the people that were sitting in chat doing.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
For sure. Message to your past self.
Slow down. I'm always like,
Yeah.
I need to do. Yeah, I'm always like IRL and like everything. I'm like, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Slow down. Take a minute. Breathe.
Yeah. What is it? Stop and smell the roses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life's beautiful. Enjoy it.
We only get one. Exactly.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
I always say, always bet on yourself. Stay true to who you are. Never lose who you are.
Yep.
Because when you start to do that, he will call you out on it, for one. Especially those that have been around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Favorite game favorite game or content to stream.
Who's going first?
You go ahead, Chu. Since you play so many horror games, what's your favorite?
What's your favorite horror game?
Yeah.
My favorite horror game? I could not give that to you. Do you want the list? I can give you a list. But there's so many out there. But I do love my horror games. But I do love my RPGs. Sitting there just vibing with chat and playing RPG is how I started, literally. And I want to get back into it more. And like marbles on stream or chat related games and music. That was like some of my best times. So, some of my best times. Vidi. That was some of my best time, like best streams. I was saying almost at a 40 average.
Yeah.
But Marbles died out. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, we still had fun doing it. But I mean, it's always good to bring it back here and there. You know what I mean? So I think that those are my three right now. I love all types of games though. like shooters, like everything. I don't mind playing anything. If it's with friends, hey, I don't care if I'm lousy at the game or not. I don't really care. I'll come play. Okay.
How am I getting roasted in the chat for a very good game, by the way? I'm sorry that you guys don't play it, but I actually happen to really enjoy playing Farlight. That's the game. Yeah, I know. You'll answer it for me. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say though.
Yeah.
I literally love that game. Um, First time I've ever really played ranked in a game because I've always thought, man, ranked is stupid,
Bro,
and really just I sucked at ranked.
I remember 2 years ago we started playing that at least, and
Yeah,
I don't know why we stopped playing it. I
I
just
don't know
don't.
why either. It's a good game. It's Apex. Apex. What do they call it? Apex Fortnite or
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
I'd
like
say
they
it's
call that.
like Fortnite and Apex put together. But I mean, it's a fun game.
Yeah, I like it. I really enjoy it.
I just think it's
But yeah.
funny. Anytime I'm on Discord, and it's like, oh, Vinny's on that far line.
Guilty. I'm playing it after the podcast, so
That's funny.
just me and my Farlight.
For me, you guys probably guess it's Pokemon. I get a lot of my creativity and my energy from the Pokemon streams. Um, you know, they used to do wheel spins. I have always named Pokemon after my followers. And then I get to let you guys dictate if a Pokemon dies or gets revived in my playthroughs when I play a Nuzlocke. So you guys get to choose the fate of people that I named after you guys. So technically, if you guys are making these Pokemon faint, you guys are making you guys faint. The wheel spins, I volunteer for tribute. Yes, the wheel spins will be coming back very soon, by the way. And yes, the rematch
Gotcha.
will happen. Stardust. But yeah, I'll put a lot of effort into my Pokemon stream just because of how passionate I am when it comes to Pokemon. Especially growing up. Plus, that was a lot of stuff I watched before streaming. You know, I watch a lot of Pokemon streamers and content creators, and seeing how they interact with each other and doing streams together and doing content together. That's something I would like to do with other Pokemon fans and whatnot. Get together, do Pokemon streams. Uh, you know, like Mike and I used to do like stream together and whatnot. Hopefully here soon we can bring him back. Um, but yeah, Pokemon has just really brought that joy to my streams. I always say if I was going to stream, I want to bring my childhood to my streams. Place that I was growing up with. Um, and Pokemon is my number one. I'm good at it to a point. I got fun with it. There's so much you can do with it, and the
It's
thing is about
nostalgia.
any game is that there's no what's the word for it? Anything and everything is already planned. Like nothing's original.
Yeah.
It's almost nothing can be original anymore. It's 2026. Got
Yeah.
a couple more stuff for you before we end the podcast.
No
So a
problem.
big one is one streamer or content creator that has motivated you to become a streamer yourself, and why.
Are we talking about before you started streaming
Before,
or during?
before or during.
Honestly, honestly, I don't have one.
Like if
I
it's if
discovered
it's during your streaming journey, what had motivated you to what's what I'm trying to say? Um, Who motivated you if you have started streaming to be better?
Um, iPlay was a big one of them, and Inspires was a big one of them. And it's nice.
No.
I gotta say, they pushed me to higher lengths and bigger things and taught me a lot.
Yeah. Can't say I didn't learn a lot from all three of those people. That's for sure.
What would you, Viddy?
I literally didn't, like I said, I didn't watch anybody before I started streaming. I wasn't barely even on Twitch. I just like built the PC and then I kind of just started like watching people, but there wasn't like one person that like stood out. I mean, obviously I knew like who streamers were, like Ninja and stuff, but
Yeah,
I was never really. And honestly, the people that inspired me to like keep streaming were like people like you, like the friends that I made that I was surrounded by.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's kind of just like a BS answer, but
No,
it
I
wasn't
agree with that.
necessarily like a certain streamer. It was like all of you, like the friends I had as streamers.
Exactly. A
You
lot.
know,
I've learned so much from everybody else. Like
yeah. But I will say, definitely like thank you to Snipes and iPlay and Inspires for like they taught us a lot of stuff, man. You know,
for
how
sure.
to network. You know, it was a good run.
It was.
Yeah.
Um, Going back to my Pokemon stuff, a lot of the Pokemon content creators I follow that I watch, and still to this day, um, seeing their interaction with chat, seeing their communities, it's like that was something I wanted. It's like that's what sparked everything was how people interact in their communities was how I wanted it. I wanted people to come in and be like, all right, I'm coming in here because I know I'm gonna have a good time. I know if I'm coming to a BigE stream, I'm gonna have a better day. So I guess I can say the Pokemon streamers I followed along the way. The main three are Shady Penguin, United Gamer, and Original 151.
W's.
Right on.
One word to describe your journey.
Grateful.
I'd say grateful too. Grateful or amazing. Either one of those.
I would say blessed.
Yeah.
Bless is a good one too.
You're seeing someone who, when I was in school, I would never fit
Same.
in anywhere. Yeah, I had my little groups. I had my little group of friends, IRL, but I never really fit in anywhere. Sometimes if I was in a group, it always felt like the black sheep, I guess you could say, in the group. Uh, so doing this, the journey with you guys, getting to know all you guys, it's just that's what made this journey so blessed. Is I got to meet all you guys, and I feel like I finally fit in somewhere.
Yeah. That's what makes me so happy and like proud of the Discord and proud of the community we have because it really is a place for everybody.
We're family.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
There's not a single person on this world that doesn't belong in there or wouldn't fit in there or wouldn't be welcomed in there.
Facts.
You know.
I don't care. Family,
Yeah.
the family. And that guy Viddy made that email, by the way, in both of them. So
I
props to Viddy.
Yeah. W videos. I'm just kidding.
WVD in chat, guys. What are five
Yeah.
things that you are grateful for?
Stream wise,
Anything in life, streaming, whatever. What's five things that you're grateful for?
my family, my girlfriend, my community, my viewers. Uh, I don't know. Go ahead, Viddy. I'm gonna come up with another one for sure.
5 things I'm grateful for. say God, my family, my friends, being able to do this, like sit here and play video games,
My W friends.
make a little bit of money to do that, and just all the opportunities that have come up because of streaming. You know what I'm saying? The new people we've been able to meet, the new games we've been able to play, things like this that we've been able to do, community nights, events. It's like I'm just blessed. I'm happy.
For
Very much
me,
so.
it would be my community, my family, my friends. The fact that I get to wake up another day to do this and be a part of something special, and then all the communities that I am a part of. You know, Zero Horizons, another community called Gorgon I'm a part of, and XL for what it was, for giving me a chance when I knew nothing about streaming.
Glad I was there to, help you out and steer you in the right direction, brother.
Yeah.
You know, I can't remember who it was. I found a link on Facebook. They were promoting it, and I was like, you know what? I need to get into some Discord groups, and I am very proud of that moment. And now, 2 years later, I gotta sit here and do this with you guys.
Yeah, Excel was good while it lasted. I don't regret anything about it.
It was.
No,
It was where we got our start, where we got we met so many amazing people in there. Yeah,
but it's gonna
I'm
become
grateful
better.
for it.
I think it's gonna become better, bigger, stronger.
Yeah, Zero Horizons will keep building, and like Biggie was saying, there's so many other amazing communities out there.
Yeah.
Like even the personal discords that y'all have. I've been making it a point to be in your guys' discords more and stuff. I gotta get in Biggie's and
Me
talk more
too.
and stuff. But
That's another thing. I need to get into mine more. I'm in so many other
same. If you
ones.
look at
I'm
mine,
like, I'm just so in other
yeah,
discords. I'm more focused on those.
Yeah, I'm more. I don't focus on mine as much as I want to. So
All right, you guys. So before we wrap things up, I do want to ask both Chu and Vinny if you have any upcoming projects or streams that you look forward to addressing and hyping up.
mm, not at the
what you got,
moment,
Chu?
but me and Reckless are gonna do some co-streaming. I know me and you want to do some co-streaming. Um, who knows what 2026 is gonna bring?
Going big year.
And it's gonna be a big year, and nothing but ups. That's all I hope. That's all I hope. What about you, Vinny, bro?
Stardust. Me, I just got the paint in. That's why I got up before because the paint got here. For the racing simulator room. So I know I've been talking about that and I haven't shut up about that. But I put in so much work and
Can't
I'm
wait to
like,
see it.
I can't wait to show you guys.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'm gonna be
excited.
doing I'll be doing one regular stream a week and then Farlight, yes. And then one racing stream a week. And then who knows, maybe like March or April I'll be able to do like the drum streams again.
We're sick.
But yeah. Just taking it day by day, not rushing anything. I'm just, just enjoying the ride now.
Oh, for sure. All right, you guys. Well, that is it from me. I do appreciate both Chu and Vinny for being my first guests on my podcast.
Thank you for having us, bro.
I greatly appreciate it. You
Thank
guys
you so
taking
much, bro.
time to sit here and chat about your journeys, and all you guys, beautiful people that were in chat tonight, talking about your experience, answering the questions as well. That was awesome. I love it. I appreciate all you guys for sure. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to sit here and do this. So, if you guys want to
It's good,
be
man.
a part of a future episode, let you guys know this, that it'll be every other Saturday or Sunday. If you want to be a part of it, anytime after 3 p.m. on. Sure, I'm down if you're happy. Stardust, I already told you. You're more than welcome to. Hey, let's go. Vinny with a sub. I appreciate that, my friend.
And might as well make it a hype train. Choo choo.
Chew with
We
the
get some
200.
W's in the chat. Can we get some W's in the chat for Mr. BigEMercer today? W
Yeah,
host,
W guys.
W.
like amazing planning out on this. Like had some great questions for us. I'm super stoked for the next series that you guys see what you guys come up with.
But you guys, so Saturdays, 3 p.m. anytime after 3 p.m. Central Time, and on Sundays, anytime after 1 p.m. Central Time will be the availability for those 2 days. We only do this on Saturdays and Sundays, and it'll be every other weekend. Reckless with the 200 biddies. I appreciate that. W. And then when the podcast gets more, guests involved, we will do these every week, but every other Saturday and every other Sunday.
Sounds good, buddy.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I do want to end the podcast with a Q&A with you guys in chat.
Blazing with the 100. Let's
Playing
go.
with another 100 biddies. I appreciate that, my friend. Vinny
Big
with a
Eddie with a
500. You got a while. I appreciate it.
deserve it, homie.
So, if you guys have any questions for myself, Chu, or Vinny, the floor is open to you guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. And and any of the questions that you guys heard today, I will have new ones during your guys' episodes as well. Well, future episodes. Maybe we'll run through some of these and hear your guys' experience. But I'm always gonna adapt, get new questions, and but today is the only stream, only episode you got my answers. So I answered with Chew and Viddy, but after this, it's gonna be all about you guys, all about my guests. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, I love that we got to hear like your answers and stuff today because a
Yeah,
lot of
for
people
sure,
don't
man.
know you like that. Like me and Chu know you.
Mm.
Like they don't talk to you
Yeah,
like we talk and stuff. So this was definitely awesome for everybody in chat to get to know you a little bit better and get to know everybody else here.
I think that's another thing that I like is this is gonna help me get to know you guys more as well. And we see
exactly.
Stardust got
And
a question.
W step.
Yeah, one for any of you. Any advice for being confident on stream? Because of how shy I am, I always fear it ruins a stream. Because of how quiet I am, etc. I want to be more confident on stream.
Stardust, you got this, brother. I was one of the shyest people ever to come on stream. I remember when the first day I got my computer, my camera, all that stuff. I was scared, but once you turn it on once, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you are good. Don't worry about it. We all know you.
Facts.
We're all you just gonna get cheered on, brother.
I mean, you're
What
talking
I
to
would
someone
say,
here that has stage fright in school. Phrasing after in speeches. I was always trying to keep myself from not having to go up in front of the class to answer a question or talk about a topic that we're talking about in school. I did not want it.
Neither did I, brother.
yeah,
But you got anything to add on to that one?
yeah, I would say Stardust. Let a couple of us know when you are gonna go live, like ahead of time,
Yeah,
so we
give us
can
a
like.
message.
It's like you're so elusive. Like send me a message when you're about to go on so I can come chill and stuff. Because I
Yeah,
feel like it's the more and more, like you get more people in there that you're comfortable with. It's like you're in all of our streams anyway, so you get more and more people that you're comfortable with in your streams, and you're just naturally gonna open up, and it's just gonna happen. Because like I said, I was so like Man, I'd go grocery shopping before somebody tried talking to me. Hey, I know you from Subway, and I'd be like, "The fuck are you talking to? Like, just leave me alone." Now I'm like, chill. Like I talk to people, I strike up conversation with strangers and stuff. Um, it definitely has a positive effect on that aspect if you're willing to embrace it. Yeah, see, Squid will come and chill in there.
Exactly.
But
A
yeah,
lot of people will.
if you just be yourself, even if you're shy, that doesn't matter. People are still gonna come in there and chill with you just to be chilling with you. So yeah, we appreciate you, brother.
I always tell people, like Stardust, you said that if I will have you on, you'd be on. I was like, I always tell people, even if you only stream, if you barely stream, you have a story,
Mm-hmm.
you have experience, you have something. And I always tell you, you're more than welcome to be on here, even if I'm not doing anything about streamers, and it's just a random a podcast stream. You're always more than welcome to. Any of you guys that are here tonight, Vinny, Chu, anyone. If I'm doing a podcast stream and it's not the streamer series, but it's just a random topic, come in here, hang out,
Will do.
share your opinions or whatever come up. What I want to do with this podcast as well, of course, I want this to be the main series with the streamer series, but I want to do one podcast a month where we talk about mental health because that's very important to all of us. And I just want you guys to get in my mind a little bit more as well about certain topics. Maybe do tier lists on certain things. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I like it. I think that'd be a great idea.
For sure.
I'm always up for people joining in. But any more questions from chat? Do you want to ask any of us before we wrap things up and we will raid to someone? If anyone has a suggestion on a raid, let me know. We will send someone some love.
Bleed sickness and that's just started.
So Stardust, you gonna get on a podcast with Biggie?
That'd be sick.
Ooh.
I got a future episode with Squid and Mo in the works, so. But yeah, if you guys want to be a part of the podcast in a future episode, get a hold of me in Discord, and we can talk about a day, um, at whatever time. I'm looking for at least max of 3 per podcast. So if you guys want to be a part of it, let me know. Uh, more guests we get, more podcasts for the streamer series will come up.
Sounds good, bro. I'll be there.
Well, thank you again, Biggie. I really
Yeah,
appreciate you
thank
asking
you,
me to
bro.
be part
I
of it.
appreciate you guys.
This was
For
a
the
lot of fun.
first for the first episode, I think this was a W.
Yeah, we'll have to get that mental health one popping off one of these days too, man.
Oh, definitely.
Figure out something to go for that. I think the Discord needs stuff like this. So.
Yep.
And thank you to everybody who chilled in chat today and watched us.
Yes.
All
W's, you guys.
Appreciate all you guys. Let's send some love to Fast.
Sounds good. Take it easy, you guys. Much love. Thank you, Biggie, for having me
Much
on
love,
here.
everybody.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. And I'll catch you guys in the next stream. You guys have a great rest of your night. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.
Peace out, you guys.
Peace out, you guys.
Much love.